What's up, guys? I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded, but I've been very busy. And I think that what I've got to show you is freaking awesome. So, basically, my dad decided I want a race car. And when he decided he wants a race car, I was like, it'd be pretty cool if I had a race car too. I've got the Subaru. My fiance's got the Camaro with the LS in it. So I'm like, what could I do? Oh, my uncle. Uncle had his first car was a 1970 Chevelle. He said he would give me the title if I fixed the car and made it drive again, and let him drive it. And I was like, you know what? I could make that happen. There's one engine I've always been like, it'd be cool if I could build one of those, and it's gonna happen now. It's pretty freaking awesome. So this car had not moved in 37 years, and I'll put a couple clips in of the car coming out of the yard. First time the car has sat on its rear suspension in 40 years. We've got some ET streets and some random wheels that I had laying around. The back spacing is so far off. But that's sitting on its own suspension. Time to figure out how to put fronts on. The fronts, it's not looking too good. First of all, the whole front clip is unbolted, so I gotta figure that out. They're a little crusty. A lot of bit crusty. That might not happen. Had not moved in 37 years. So it was actually becoming part of the dirt. And now it's time for it to drive again, which is gonna be pretty cool. My aspiration for the build is I want my uncle to do a burnout in it. That's the goal here. So I think we're gonna make that happen. Here it is. It is a 1970 Chevelle Malibu. This car was my uncle's since somewhere in the 80s, and it has not moved in 37 years. I am very excited for the build, and I'm about to also show you what power plant it's going to get, which I'm very excited about as well. As you can see, the condition is rough, and that is kind of part of the beauty of the car. The car is going to be a ratty muscle car, and I'm just giving this car life again. I'm gonna let it talk again. She's gonna have life, and I'm very excited for it. I mean, of all the cars to save, this is one of them. You can also see the other cars. A 1985 Fox body. It's my dad's little race car I'm building, so that one is going to be getting a freaking awesome power plant as well. They have both been sitting for extended periods of time. The Mustang has been sitting for 15 years, and I'm very excited to get them both up and going. It is going to be freaking awesome. They're going to be fast, they're going to be loud, and most of all, it's gonna be me and my dad. It's awesome. And having my uncle drive the car that he bought as his first car again is going to be even awesomer. I'm going to be doing TIG welding, a lot of welding on my dad's car. It's going to be getting a tube front end, tubular K-member. It's going to get a roll cage in it. It's going to be getting a custom built freaking 8.8. I mean, my car is going to be getting, the Chevelle is going to be getting a 9-inch. It's going to be getting a custom suspension front end. A lot of stuff cut out of it, and I don't know, just somewhat adaptation to the rust, because the rust is just not avoidable in that car. So I'm very excited to show you the builds now. The block, crankshaft, and rods for the Fox body are currently at the machine shop, and I've got a haul here that I'm going to be taking to the machine shop soon as well for the Chevelle. The power plant going into the Fox body is a 6.2 liter aluminum LS. It is the L92 that I'm putting LSA connecting rods and crankshaft in. It's going to be getting ARP hardware on the mains, rod bolts, and heads. It's going to be getting a set of Summit Pro LS forged pistons. Is also going to be getting a set of Wilkes Performance CNC ported as cast, so it's not the crappy LS3 casting cylinder heads on it, which are going to flow, I think it's 360 something CFM at 600 and something, 650? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, a lot of flow. We have not decided if it's going to be a supercharger or a turbo yet on that car. That is up to my dad on what he wants to do. Or honestly, really what he falls into. He's going to be getting a built 480. He can do whatever he wants. The car isn't going to weigh over 3,000 pounds any other of the ways, so it really just depends on what kind of streetability he wants. And the Chevelle is getting a big block Chevy. So I've got a 7.4 liter 454 Marine block right here. You can see the stamp Mercury right there, buddy. Luckily, it's not in bad condition. A little rusty, but everything that's rusty is going to be getting changed. It is a 445 block. Don't know how much that matters. It's getting built. So that block right there is going to be getting ARP bolts in the mains, and ARP head bolts. What else? It is going to be getting a set of 4.310 inch pistons, accompanied with a 4 1/4 inch stroke to make a 496. So we're going to be putting a 496 into the Chevelle. But wait, it gets better. I don't know if you've seen in the background yet, but I have a supercharger. Check this mammy jammy out. So this is a B&M 250. It does not currently spin, but I've got the whole assembly and a big block Chevy rectangle port intake. I've got a package from the blower shop right here. I'm going to rebuild this guy. It has the Teflon strips on the rotors, and they don't seem to be in that bad of shape. This rotor right here got water in one bearing, so I'm going to replace the bearings. This one, it does move a little bit. Just got to fix this one. And then I'm going to clean this up. I'm probably going to flip it because I want a 671. And my brother-in-law has a 671 that he wants to sell because he wants an 871 for his 502. He's putting in a 55 Chevy gasser he's building. So, works out pretty good for me because a few different engine builders on YouTube have put together a 486. And with a good set of aluminum heads, which I do not have, they make about 850 crankshaft, which is an obscene amount of power, and I'm going to have to somehow harness that to the street. Don't think it's going to happen, but it'll be cool anyway. It's going to sound awesome. So let me show you the lineup of parts. I've got a set of 088 rectangle port, open chamber, big block Chevy heads that came from the bottom of the Titanic. I'm going to be rebuilding these. They have good valve seats, and good valve guides. I just got to clean them up. Got studs and rocker stud guide, push rod guides, new springs, and those will be good to go. I'm going to paint the heads, and I'm going to paint the block black. I'm going to be getting a fully custom ground camshaft with a spec set of springs to go with it, and a set of roller rockers. Don't know if I'm going to go hydraulic or not. We'll see. Really don't know. They might be solid roller rockers. No, lifters. So we'll see. But anyway, I digress. Further down the list, what we got right here is the 4 1/4 inch forged internally balanced crankshaft. Very cool. We have got total steel bearings, piston rings, king bearings. In this box, we've got connecting rods, 6.385. I mean, they're beefy. Like that. That's a connecting rod right there. So we've got those. Right here we've got our pistons. They're 21cc dome, auto tech for an open chamber. You can see compression distance, the bore, and all that stuff. They're going to be 60 over is what it's going to amount to. And you can see they're freaking gorgeous. So these are going to be some awesome pistons for this setup. I mean, look at that. So, that said, I have got Harlem Shop rockers in a lovely little Tuppermade box right here. Brand new roller rockers. Those will also do lovely on this engine. And then, let's see, big block 4-bolt main ARP bolts. These are the main studs for my dad's LS. These are rod bearings I'm going to be taking to the machine shop. He can use those. These are piston rings. These are the rod bolts. These are the pistons, which I will show you in just a minute. These are the rocker arms. What brand are those? PRW. And I will show you the gorgeous Locust Performance cylinder heads. So these are 700 pack springs. These are the rocker arms. You can see they're pretty fancy. You can see some of the porting in there. Pretty fancy work. Locust Performance, baby. You can see CNC work in here. I mean, dang. Look at those lines. That's a big port right there. And you can see a fresh deck and a fresh set of intake and exhaust valves. I believe the intake valves are oversized. I cannot remember exactly. But this is going to be a very potent set of heads on this LS. And then right here you can see the absolute gorgeous set of Summit pistons. They may be budget, but I've heard excellent things about these pistons, and controlling the compression ratio, I've got a nice little dish in them. But it's a very nice smooth combustion chamber. A smooth combustion chamber always works good with boost. So, yeah, I'm building some freaking crazy stuff. The Chevelle is going to be getting a full manual valve body for all 80, and is going to be getting a lockup converter so that it's cruisable, streetable. Very excited about that, by the way. And my uncle told me it had a 12 bolt in it. It has a 10 bolt, and it's not even a big 10. So I'm kind of bummed about that. And I'm pricing stuff out. Where I'm at, East Coast, a 12 bolt is more expensive than a fabbed 9-inch housing with axles for an A-body. So I'm just gonna get a 9-inch, and I've got a third member laying around that I'm gonna put a spool and gear set in. Done. And it'll work with all the stock suspension, so it's not like I gotta go crazy with any of that. It just kind of bolts in. But another update on top of all of that cool stuff is the Camaro. The Camaro is getting some parts, finally. So we've been waiting for the transmission to get built. Transmission got built. Danny Vance built the transmission, and Danny Vance is also building the transmissions for both of those cool projects over there. So I'm going to shout him out. He's really good, and I'm very excited. His pricing is fair, and he's really taking care of us to get these projects done. Really good guy. Very much recommend him. He's in Dinwiddie, Virginia. So if you are close, or if you want a good transmission, he is the man. You can get in touch with me. I'll get you his contact information. But beyond that, I've got a built for all 65 here that's going to go in the Camaro. And then after that, we can finally put it on the dyno. So we can know what it makes, a heart-crushing number, and then take it to the track and see what it runs. See if it breaks one of the 28 spline axles. Here's the transmission. He got it cleaned up pretty good. It was absolutely filthy. I don't know if you guys remember it from an old video, but gonna put her converter in it. Gonna put her Corvette servo in it, and it's got some really good parts inside this guy, and it should make some freaking good, well, should handle some good power. So yeah, the next videos are going to be very action-packed. I'm very excited with everything that's going on.